Let's look at another problem. We have a cyclist who is negotiating a turn of radius r. Okay, so he is going in a circular path with a radius of r. The speed is constant and is equal to v. We have to find out the inclination with vertical through which he must bend to ensure not getting overturned. We are given to assume the mass of the system to be m. The center of gravity is given at a height of h meters from the ground, and the coefficient of static friction is mu s. Okay, let us understand the scenario. If this is my cyclist on a cycle, then what we have is this guy is moving in this particular circular path. Okay, we have to find out this angle. Okay, let us see what happens when this guy is not bent over. Okay, let us suppose that this guy is straight. Okay, so if this is my cyclist on a cycle and this is the straight position, let us see what happens over here. What are the forces acting on this guy? We have a normal reaction. Okay, we have a normal reaction like this. Let's call this as R. Since it's on the ground, there is a possibility of movement like this also. So we might have a friction force. Let us suppose we have a friction force like this. Okay. Apart from that, we would have a mg which is acting at a height of h. So if this is my h, at this point I am going to have a mg. Okay, so this is the weight of the cyclist and the cycle, and since this guy is moving in a circular path, what we have when a guy moves in a circular path, he has a tangential component at and he has a normal component an. Over here, since the velocity or rather the speed is constant, he is going with a speed of v. Okay, so the speed is constant, therefore this component, which is equal to rate of change of speed, is going to be 0. So I only have a an in this direction. Okay, now we are going to have a opposite force man, which is going to be an inertia force when we are considering the dynamic equilibrium. Therefore at this point I have a man acting on this system. Okay, just realize that this is a pseudo force. It is not an actual force. It is an inertia force acting because of the acceleration in this direction. So when the guy is straight, this is my FBD. Okay, if you look over here, if I were to calculate momentum at this point, then this force passes through this point, this force passes through this point, even the weight passes through this point, but my inertia force does not pass through this point. Therefore there is going to be a net moment at this point. Hence my guy may fall. Okay, therefore if he goes straight, there is a possibility that he would fall. Okay, he might get overturned. Hence I must have an angle with vertical. I must bend while negotiating a turn so as to not fall over. Okay, so this is my scenario that I have to analyze. So in this particular scenario, let's draw the FBD. I have a reaction. Okay, whenever you negotiate a turn like this or you go in a path, circular path, the tendency to skid is this way. Okay, it is to radially outwards. The skidding tendency is always radially outwards, therefore the friction acts radially inwards. So in my case, the friction is going to act like this. Okay, let's call it as F. I have the weight, which is mg, acting like this. Okay, this is going to be my mg at a height of h. Okay, this is